details in the coronavirus pandemic and pushback against an upcoming vaccine mandate for large companies.
KMBC 9's Michael Mahoney reports the Democratic governor of Kansas is against the requirement.
The rule says after January 4th, companies with 100 workers or more must have them all vaccinated or taking a weekly COVID test. Kansas Democratic Governor Laura Kelly, I don't believe this directive is correct or the most effective solution for Kansas.
The directions were always to the states to solve things because we can do it better and have better local knowledge. And I think she saw that and understood it.
There's nothing in the Constitution, there's nothing in the statutes that would allow the Biden administration to move forward on this forced vaccination. There just isn't.
Schmidt and 12 other states have filed lawsuits, including Kansas Attorney General Derek Schmidt, who agrees that Washington and OSHA don't have the authority to enforce this.
They have authority, but to when a forklift is backing up, it should be making a sound, not to force 100 million Americans to inject a vaccine into their body.
State, local, federal government should stay out of the way of businesses when they run their daily affairs.
Meehan says this order will apply to about 3,700 Missouri businesses. Cobb of Kansas says it's around 1,800 or 1,900. As Kansas Democratic Governor Laura Kelly is among those now criticizing the Biden vaccine mandate for workers. Michael Mahoney, KMBC 9 News.
The attorneys general may try to get the lawsuit into a courtroom to get the case settled before the federal mandate begins on January 4th.
Pfizer is developing an antiviral treatment that reduces the risk of hospitalization or death from COVID by 89%. The company released the news this morning. The treatment is taken orally, is still going through testing. The company says early studies are promising.
The introduction of this pill will save millions and millions of lives. And not everybody are getting the vaccines. So this is why we have this unfortunate situation that our ICUs in hospitals is overcrowded by unfortunate people that are getting the COVID. Now we have a solution for that, and this is exactly where it fits.
Pfizer plans to submit its data to the FDA for emergency use authorization as soon as possible.
Today is the first day of Kansas City, Missouri's new mask mandate, applying only to schools and school buses. KMBC 9's Bianca Beltran is live downtown after talking with people about this change. Bianca.
And, people say that they're not ready to get rid of their masks yet, the people we spoke to anyway, and especially if they want to ride the streetcar or any other public transportation, it's important to know that there are still some places that require masks, and as I said, some people just say it comes down to the situation.
Signs like this still greet guests around Kansas City the day after the city's mask mandate changed, focusing on schools.
We're going to go down to Union Station.
Maddie and her friends wore theirs out celebrating her birthday.
Feels weird because we've worn one for so long, but I can imagine if cases are low enough, yeah, I wouldn't wear one. But if they're still really high like they are now, then I'm going to continue to wear one.
Chris is in town for the Packers game. She says masks aren't required back home, but she keeps hers handy.
Personally, when I'm in an area where it's very populated or crowded, I think I'd feel better with a mask on. But if there's more separation, then I'm okay with not.
Masks are still required at Kansas City public libraries.
When it was originally lifted, we knew that many of our patrons would not have been vaccinated because they're children. So we decided to keep the mask mandate in place.
Joel Jones says they're waiting for vaccine rates to go up and COVID cases to go down.
And we'll get there. We'll be there. These will be either in the trash or mementos of an historic time in our lives.
And as you saw, many of the signs still up around City Market and around town about the previous mask order. And with that change happening just yesterday, a lot of businesses are taking time today to decide how they plan to move forward. Reporting live in Kansas City, Missouri, I'm Bianca Beltran, KMBC 9 News.
Kansas City's new mask order requires masks in K-12 schools and on school buses.
Kids are rolling up their sleeves to get the COVID vaccine. KMBC 9's Jackson Kurtz tells us about the Kansas City Public Library's effort to host vaccination clinics for children starting next week.
The Kansas City Library's Plaza location will be one of 3 library branches that will be offering Pfizer's vaccine to kids starting next week. Now, kids 5 to 11 years old will be able to get their COVID vaccine shot at the Waldo, Northeast, or Plaza branch. The clinics will be hosted by KC Care Health Center. No appointment will be needed at any of the locations. The KC Library has been providing vaccines for adults since June, and if you're hosting clinics for kids, will help improve access for people to get their kids their shot.
The library is a really trusted space and really comfortable for adults and kids. And so it does make a really comfortable place to get a vaccine. And it's a lot less intimidating than maybe having to go to a pharmacy or a doctor's office for some folks.
The clinics will run throughout the year. It is completely free. From the Plaza, Jackson Kurtz, KMBC 9 News.
Spanish translators will also be available at each clinic. You can check the library's vaccine clinic hours at kclibrary.org and click free COVID-19 vaccine.